All right, let's get going on this. Number 74, number of hot dogs and corn dogs were sold at last night's football game. Okay, so I'm assuming H for hot dogs, right? And C for corn dogs. Use the information below to write an equation to write equations to help you determine how many corn dogs or so. Okay, so we just want to find out corn dogs. Okay. The number of hot dogs sold was three fewer than twice the number of corn dogs sold. Right, so that's actually a lot going on. So you got to be careful about how you're gonna read and write that. Right, an equation relate the number of hot dogs and corn dogs. Right, so let's go ahead and relate the number of hot dogs. Right, so let's go H and corn dogs C. So right now we excuse me, we related them, but now we want to make sure that this is this is what we want. We want to make sure that this is um, showing that relationship. And if you look at that, it's not showing that relationship, right? Because hot dogs is not the same as corn dog, and that's what we wrote down. Hot dogs is equal to corn dogs. Okay, so first off, we want to look at the part where it says, let's see, the number of hot dogs sold, right, was three fewer than twice the number of corn dogs, right? So the hot dogs, so we want the hot dogs to be equal to it. So hot dogs sold was, right? And you might have learned this back at the middle school or you mean your earlier high school years, but was or is or whatever it is, that actually means equal. So the hot dog sold was, so whatever hot dog is, it's equal to what? Right? Well, three fewer. So three fewer means minus three. So three fewer than twice the number of corn dogs. So the corn dog, whatever it is, we need to twice that. And how do you show something that's twice? Well, you got to times it by two. So your first equation is the hot dogs is equal to two times the number of corn dogs and then less three or fewer three. So that's the first equation. Second equation, okay, a hot dog costs $3 and a corn dog costs $1.50. And so $3 is for the hot dog. So we're gonna go ahead. That's actually even more expensive than Costco hot dogs. So $3 for every hot dog plus $1.50 for every corn dog, and that's gonna total $201. Okay, and if $201 was collected, write an equation representing this information. Okay, and then finally we need to wrap it up with how many corn dogs were sold. Okay. So that is, yep, and that's what they asked at the very beginning, right? How many corn dogs or so? Okay, so let's put our two equations together. H equals 2C minus 3, and then we have this equation also. All right, so because we know what H is, because we know H is a solved equation, it's solved for H, that H is going to get replaced into this H right here, okay? And it's going to get replaced with all of this, the 2C minus 3. So all of that's going to go right there where the H is. So we're going to go ahead and copy this down. 3 instead of H, I'm going to write down 2C minus 3. So 3H plus 150, $1.50, not 150. Don't forget your point. C, and that's going to equal 201. Right? I'm going to go ahead and do the work now on this bottom equation here. So this is going to be 6C minus 9. Don't forget 3 times 3. And then you're going to add $1.50. C is equal to 201. Okay. You can put these two right here together. Okay, $1.50. Take away 9, right? Or you can say negative 9 plus 1.5. Okay, whatever you do with that. Use a calculator if you have to. These are decimals, so they may be a little more difficult. But you end up with negative 7.5. So you're going to end up with 6C minus 7.5. 7.5. Oh, you know what? That was my bad. That 150C, that's a C. You cannot add those. Boo. Right. So you're going to put, my bad. You're going to put 6C and plus 150C together because they're both C's. So that was my mistake. So that comes out to be 7.50C. And take away 9 equals 201. So if anybody caught that, good on you. If you didn't catch it and you're just blindly following what I did, bad on you. And go ahead and add 9. So if you add 9 to both sides, okay, so plus 9, those go away. So 750C is equal to 210. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and get rid of that 750 by dividing by 750. Both sides. And that 750 is going to go away. And we're just going to be left with C. So you're going to, again, use your calculator and divide 210 by 750. Okay, and that's going to get you, go ahead and do it, 28. 28 what? Well, the C means corn dogs. Right, and let's see if this is what they're asking us for. Yep, how many corn dogs? So we don't need to find out how many hot dogs. Okay, and if we need to, we can, but that's all we're doing because this is says asking for how many corn dogs. Okay, solve the system, show all work. All right, so to solve this one, this is, you see how they're both equal to y? You can graph it, or you can do equal values method. And because I don't have a graph, I'm gonna do equal values method. So equal values method starts off with, because they're both equal to y, that means that each y is equal to 3x minus 5, and that y, the bottom y is equal to 4x minus 9. I can set them equal to each other. Okay, so I can say that 3x minus 5 is equal to 4x minus 9. Okay, you're going to go ahead and solve. Right, so you're going to start off, I like to combine the x's and I like to keep them positive, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract 3x. Okay, by doing that, I will get 1x, which is x, minus 9, copy down, don't forget the minus and the 5. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that minus 9 by adding 9. Okay, and by doing that, and I get x equals, and negative 5 plus 9 is 4. Okay, now you got x already, but you still need the y. Okay, because again, essentially this is what we're doing. We're saying that if x is 4, okay, well we still need the other answer, right? The y value. We need that one. So you need to go back and go to the beginning. So if x is 4, okay, if x is 4, you can put it anywhere you want, but I'm going to put 4 right here. So 3 times 4. So y would equal 12. 3 times 4 is 12 minus 5. And y would equal 12 minus 5 is going to give you 7. So the y is solved, and now we know that this y right here is actually 7. So the point is 4, 7, or you can write it as x is 4 and y is 7. Right? The second one, if you look at that, you notice that one equation is solved. Y is solved for 3x minus 3. So we're going to go ahead and put that in place of the y that's in the not solved equation on the top equation. So I'm going to draw an arrow from the top and say, you know what? I'm going to use that equation. I'm going to copy it down. 2x plus 5, and then again instead of y, I'm going to put in 5x or 3x minus 3, and I'm going to copy the rest down, equals 19. And you can do a little bit of work and multiply 5 and 3, that's positive 15x, and 5 and negative 3 is negative 15. Copy the rest down, copy the rest down. Okay. Next, you're going to combine the like term. These are both on the same side, so you're just going to combine it. No doing opposites, please. So this will be 17x minus 15 equals 19. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the minus 15 by adding 15. Okay, there's no x's to move over, so we're going to go ahead and leave it like that. and we're going to add 15. Okay, these are going to go away, cancel out, and we're going to have 17x is going to equal 19 plus 15, whatever that happens to be. Okay, so go ahead and take a moment and go and do 19 plus 15. Okay, you're going to get, wait for it, 34. Okay, now we're going to go and divide out by 17 because that is the opposite or the inverse operation of times 17. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it by 17. And by doing that, we will reduce our 17 out and we will just be left with x equals, and then take 34 and divide it by 17. Whatever it is, okay, whatever it is, wait for it, 2. Right, so you get answer of x equals 2. And remember, that just means 2 and then what? Right? You don't know what that is. So you're going to go back and look at the beginning. This one's nicely set up for you. You have a y, which is equal to 3x minus 3. And we know x is already 2. So because we know x is 2, we're going to go ahead and put 2 right here. So 3 times 2. So this is now going to turn to y equals 3 times 2 is 6 minus 3. Or we get the answer of y equals 6 minus 3 is 3. All right, so the answer is 2 comma 3. All right.